It is time for the daily edition of Litter Media Live on this July 21st of 2026. Good to have you with us. I'm Dan Ramey.
I'm Aaron Glandon.
Yes, he is. And we're here to share beneficial news that you can use.
Every day we do this.
Every
weekday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless there's a holiday.
Which sometimes happens.
We'll take the major holidays off. But outside of that, you can count on us to have something for you on this show on a regular basis. And if you would like to join in with the advertisers we have on the show, like Hometown Motors Incorporated right there.
Reach out to that
you bet.
email.
Reach out to the email that we have there and contact us. We're in the middle of negotiation with some of our partners who have helped us throughout the years. And
Fall sports are coming up, and if you want to see our usual coverage, we need sponsors to do that.
Absolutely. And I should also throw out the rates have not changed for like the last 4 years. So when everybody else is jacking the prices on you, it's not happening this year with us. That doesn't mean that it won't happen before too long because it's been 4 years since we've changed the rates. So at any rate, let's get right to it. Let's look at the forecast for you today. Dealing with some more heat today, but I think it's going to change here before too long. In fact, we might have some rain. You were outside earlier. Was it raining?
It was not raining.
Okay. We hear the mowers going on outside. The folks are mowing the grounds here outside of Litter Media's warehouse. But looking for temperatures to reach around 80 degrees today, so that'll be nice compared to what we've had the last few weeks. But we'll be having cooler temps at night, down to around 64 degrees for your overnight low. And jumping into temperatures only around 72 tomorrow. How about that? We like it. 50s for an overnight low come Thursday. So enjoy this bit of a break because we know that the dog days of summer have yet to come upon us here.
Yeah.
So, all right. Coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's making news for us. Details are just ahead.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Now time for beneficial news that you can use. And where can we find that, Dan?
You can always go to littermedia.com. That's where we have a lot of the stories that we share with you. But we do share a lot of things through our social media. So if you want to find out how to find us, if you're looking at us on Facebook right now as we do this live, you will certainly know how to find us on Facebook. But go to Litter Media X and just type in Litter Media. It'll pop right up for you. Spotify for all the radio interviews that we do, including this show. And you'll also be able to see things on YouTube. We've got a YouTube channel as well. And Litter Media Radio. If you ever wondered about it, there's a player right there, right on our front page. You go to littermedia.com and you can see what is on the radio even as we speak.
We're everywhere. We are all over the place.
One thing we've not figured out yet, though, is, for instance, if you are looking at the website right now, it's showing you what we are interrupting when we do this live. So you're not able to watch what we are doing right now on the Litter Media Radio, because it's showing you what interview we are covering up by being live.
But if you click play, you'll hear us doing this show.
Correct. Yes, precisely.
I see.
And then when it's done, it'll go right back to the other interviews and things that we have that we put into a loop. And
yes.
You get a chance to hear all of those. Plus those advertisers we talked about moments ago, like K&B right there, you'll be able to hear their advertisements as well on Litter Media Radio.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about news.
Yes.
The Fayette County Fair is underway all this week. Today we'll see market swine showmanship, as well as the guys and gals lead at the sales arena at 6 p.m., followed by the style review. The OMTPA truck pull takes place at the grandstand at 7 p.m. tonight.
A lot of power.
And then tomorrow is the community night at the races. So you don't want to miss out on anything going on at the Fayette County Fair.
Is the community night at the races, is that when they have celebrities do the harness racing?
They have harness racing at 5 p.m. and then wiener dog races at 8 p.m.
Ah, gotcha. You don't want to miss that. And I think Bob Kendrick is out there. He's usually one of, I think he and his wife are some of the MCs for some of this stuff going on. Bobby, of course, might remember from Channel 28 and Channel 6 News for a number of years out of Columbus. And his wife was the 1991 Fayette County Fair Queen. She's also a doctor at Adina.
All right. Very impressive resume there.
It was really cool when they started dating. It's like, wait, he's dating a doctor from Washington Courthouse? That's pretty cool. How about that? Had a chance to bump into them at Dance for Kids' Sake. And I think we might see them as some of the dancers before too long. Our fingers are crossed on that. News out of Pike County for you. The Pike County Sheriff Department, Tracy Evans is the sheriff. He welcomed 3 new employees to the sheriff's office. Dispatcher Bailey Cooper, Corrections Deputy Connor Likens, and also Road Deputy Dennis Heislip. Congratulations, and thank you for your hard work in Pike County.
Emergency drill training will be conducted Wednesday, July 22nd at the former Portsmouth Gaseous Diffusion Plant. Those living near the site outside of Piketon may notice an increased presence of emergency vehicles or be able to see the drill scenario if they're driving along Perimeter Road.
This is only a drill.
Yes, it is. Throughout the year, emergency management conducts a variety of drills simulating potential situations so those involved in emergency response can practice their skills and familiarize themselves with proper procedures. So if you're down in Piketon and you hear this going on tomorrow, don't worry about it. It's just a drill.
What a massive site this is.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many acres. It's like 300 acres, something like that. And that's where they're going to be doing all that data center and everything for Meta. So pretty cool to see all that put together. If you have some old computers and phones, printers, some cords, or other electronics collecting dust, bring them to the City of Chillicothe's Electronics Drop-Off event. It's coming up this Saturday, July 25th from 9 until 4 p.m. at Ohio University Chillicothe at the Stevenson Center parking lot. The city is partnering with their friends at Goodwill of South Central Ohio and our friends, Ohio University Chillicothe, providing residents with a convenient drive-through opportunity to safely recycle unwanted electronics. So take advantage of that this coming Saturday.
Vendor registration is now open for Bark in the Park 2026, happening Saturday, September 5th at Yoctangi Park. If you're looking for a fun way to showcase your business, products, or services while supporting a great cause, the Ross County Humane Society would love to have you join them. They're looking for a variety of vendors, including pet-related businesses and services, automotive and car-related vendors, handmade and artisan goods, local businesses and organizations, and unique products and services that their attendees will love. Please note they're not accepting additional food trucks or food vendors at this time.
They usually are spaced out over across from the Pump House Center for the Arts. So I know a lot of people are like, well, wait a second, where are they going to do this because of all the construction going on? But they dealt with some of this last year as well. So they'll be using what would be the east side of the park. So it'll be a lot of fun. You'll want to see it. You want to be a part of it. And it all helps a good cause, too.
Yes, it does.
The friends at the Ross County Humane Society. Join Fairfield County. It's a Visit Fairfield County, Ohio, celebrating America's 250th birthday at the Fairfield County Community Picnic in the heart of downtown Lancaster on Wednesday, July 22nd. So if you missed what we did at Adena Mansion and Gardens, they're doing something very similar over in Lancaster this Wednesday. At noon, you can settle in, enjoy some of the live music from Lancaster High School Percussion Ensemble. If you've never heard this group of kids, they are fantastic. This is during the Lancaster Festival's noon at the square. You can grab lunch from the food trucks they'll have there, street vendors, and stop by one of the many downtown restaurants. Bring along a homemade picnic to enjoy with friends and family. They've got free lemonade that will be served. Special highlight, the winner of the America Is writing contest will receive their cash prize during the picnic and will read their essay aloud as well.
Going to be a very patriotic event.
Yes. Yeah. You won't want to miss it. That, again, will be taking place tomorrow. And that is Wednesday, July 22nd in Lancaster.
Yes.
All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at sports. First, though, we want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. We talked about Lancaster. They're here based in Chillicothe, but they've got offices all over southern Ohio. They will service territory all the way over to Dayton, up to Columbus, over to Athens, and as far south as the Ohio River. They've got you covered. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. When you click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, littermedia.com, it takes you to their website, AccurateHVAC.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Now time for sports, and we begin talking about the Chillicothe Paints.
Yes, they are back into action after an off night last night. The Paints will host the Johnstown Mill Rats tonight for Dime a Dog Night.
Now, that's a good deal.
$2 will get you 20 hot dogs.
Bring the whole family and bring $2, and you can all eat.
They'll put them in bags for you, and you can go right back. Pile the car bring grandma.
Yeah.
Throw everybody in and get out to VA Memorial Stadium tonight, because I know they will probably have about 4,700 hot dogs ready to be cooked.
It's a lot of dogs.
That is a lot of dogs.
A lot of dogs.
So make sure you're there and have a good time tonight. We'll see if we can get an official count. Sometimes they include that in the post-game recap as well. 7:05 will be the first pitch. 6:05 is when the gates open. 6:06 will probably be that first bag of dogs going out the door.
Probably.
Yes. This Saturday is Veterans Appreciation Night with the Chillicothe Paints. And we spoke last week with Terry McQuirt and also Alan Graves from the Chillicothe VA Medical Center. McQuirt says that the day kicks off with a 5K run and walk, and there will be other activities throughout the day leading right up to the ball game.
10 a.m. That's going to start right at the stadium. So we got 30 plus signed up for that right now. And then that's going to kind of roll into our new event this year, which is a home run derby inside the stadium.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
I heard that yet.
Yeah. So home run derby, we got 35 plus signed up for that already. We're going to cap that at 50. So if you're looking to sign up, if you think you can still swing a bat, sign up quick. Bring your own bat if you got one. We're going to supply a couple, but you may not like what we supply.
You were involved in designing this jersey, of course. 26 has a lot to do with the year. Of course. But, tell us more about what went into creating this design.
Yeah, well, so not just the design, but you're looking at that script font there. It kind of plays off of the flyer itself. It's our 250th year as a country, so we really wanted to go kind of old school with it. That's why you have like the muted tones, not a lot of vibrant colors, really muted matte colors in it. But everything nods back to the country. You've got the 250 on the sleeve, the script font to go back, kind of like a We the People type of vibe to it, and the stars down the rib cage. Everything just nods back to our history, and the stars actually represent, you notice there's 6 on each side. The stars actually represent all of our VA locations in Southern Ohio. So the big one there in the middle is for Chillicothe itself, and then the 6 flanked white stars represent each of our outpatient clinics throughout Southern and Southeastern Ohio. So we always try to put some extra thought into it, and it's really difficult to see, but on the back of it, the back top, you'll see there's a little hidden gem in the script as well. So a lot of subdued colors and colorways there on the back as well.
That is a really sleek looking jersey.
I really like it.
And you take a look at the back and you can see the American flag right there. But if you take a look at the front, look real close at it, and you can see a shadow image of a painted horse.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
It's sick.
Again, that is this coming Saturday night. Game time will be 7:05, but you want to get there early. This is usually one of the most well-attended events on the paint schedule, so you want to make sure you get there. And if you are wanting to participate in this as a veteran, they ask that you register. The reason they want to do that is they make sure that they have your information so that when they check you in, you'll be able to make it as smooth, as easy pass as you possibly can. 740-772-7070 is the number to call to register. And if you happen to see one of these flyers around town, it's got a QR code on it. You can scan that QR code as well.
That also just popped up on your screen if you're watching us on Facebook.
Oh,
just
did it?
rewind about 2 minutes.
Okay,
and you can
gotcha.
scan it from right there.
Yeah, so you can do that as well. All right.
And now we're going to talk about the Cincinnati Reds, who took a beating last night from the Marlins, 8-0. Game 2 will be tonight in Seattle. Dan, you look like you have something to say.
Andrew Abbott left the game with a 1-0 lead. And then all Hades broke loose after that. The bullpen just didn't stand where it needed to stand. No. It said, "Here, hit that out."
But as bad as the Reds beating was, the Guardians put one down on the Twins.
13 runs last night, a 13-4 win over the Twinkies. And only for the first time, for the first game, and they're said game 2 is tonight. And that'll take place in Minnesota. You ever been to Minnesota?
No.
I've been there.
What's
Went through.
Did you go to the mall?
Did not go to the mall. Drove past the mall.
I kind of want to go to the mall.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
Mall of America, I think they call it.
Yeah.
When Dan Jr. was based in North Dakota, we would drive through Wisconsin, through Minnesota to go up and see him because although he's at an air base, to fly to Grand Forks, I think the smoothest non-connecting flight was through Continental, and it was like a $2,500 flight.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And I'm like, I'm not going to spend $2,500 to fly to North Dakota when I can drive. But I was only out there twice. When we drove and delivered him when he first reported. His uncle Junior and I, we delivered him, and Junior was a truck driver. And when we went, it was it November? I think it was November. And we hit Wisconsin, and it started snowing. And I'm like, okay, I'm slowing down. I've got a rental car, and longtime truck driver, Uncle Junior, is off on my passenger side, and he raises his hand. I'm like, what's that mean? He says, keep going, maintain your speed and keep going. You're the lead car. And I'm like, yeah, but if I stray off I'm also going to cause it. So every time
he's such a wimp, Dan.
we continue. Yeah, I'm driving through 5 inches of snow at 60 miles an hour because I've got a uncle next to me going. I told that story at his funeral, and the people that knew him that were sitting in front of them, yep, that's Junior. That's him, all right. And we made it through on the other side of that snowstorm. We did.
Because you listened to his wisdom. He knew better.
The white on my knuckles, and I had to peel my fingers off of the steering wheel. It was, it was something else. But I learned. Keep on going. All right, coming up in a moment, this date in history. Details are just ahead.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Time for this date in history, and we turn the calculator back all the way to 365.
This is AD. This is AD.
It is AD. It doesn't say that on here, and I wondered if it was AD or BC.
The earliest this date in history for today was 356 BC, and this was the next one, 365 AD.
356?
So a little bit of
365.
Like, yeah. It's roughly
700 yards.
600,
years
700
apart. Gotcha.
years in between.
6-7 will never die.
No, it won't.
Why is that?
I don't know.
An earthquake on Crete, followed by a tsunami around the eastern Mediterranean, allegedly destroys Alexandria. This is Alexandria.
As in the library of.
Gotcha. I figured that was the case.
Yeah.
In Crete, right?
Right.
But
you know what else was in Crete?
They weren't concerned about 6-7 at all.
No, they weren't.
They were more concerned with what's that wall of water coming at us.
Yeah. And our library, with all of our knowledge, it's all gone. Our national day is today for the 21st.
You were going to talk about the other one? The other this date in history?
I don't remember what it was.
George Carlin.
Oh, the one that,
Arrested in 1972.
But that wasn't in 356 BC.
No, it wasn't. It was much, much later.
Yes.
He was arrested for his comedy bit, The 7 Things You're Not Allowed to Say on Television.
And what would those 7 things be, Dan?
They would be...
We don't have regulations on this. Is internet based. You can say whatever you want.
I've never been able to find the bit. I've wanted to see it just so I could say that
I feel like I've seen the bit,
but I can't find it anywhere.
It's on YouTube.
I mean, I haven't tried to find it, but you would think it would just pop up. And looking at Britannica.com today, who had this as part of their This Date in History, I clicked on all the links. And not one of them took me to the bit. I figured it would take me to the bit. It took me to Wikipedia. So I'm going through, and even Wikipedia didn't take me to the bit.
I think it's on YouTube.
It probably is. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
So.
I like his football versus baseball. Yeah. That one's good. It's Be Someone Day.
Mm-hmm.
Be George Carlin. Junk Food Day and Lamington Day. I don't know what Lamington is. But here's some fun facts about junk food.
It doesn't explain what Lamington is? No. You can look that up. Do your googs.
Yeah. I'll give it a googs.
Let's see. The Big Mac from McDonald's has been around since 1967. There it is.
And it's awesome.
Twinkies were introduced to Americans in 1930 as described as a golden sponge cake with a creamy filling.
Did you know I've never had a Twinkie?
That doesn't surprise me. They took them off the market for a while, and then they brought them back. Yeah. Oreos were introduced by Nabisco in 1912 as the Oreo biscuit.
I was just telling Kenzie yesterday I really wanted an Oreo, but I didn't get one.
You know, people like milk with their Oreos.
I don't.
I can't tell you how many fingers have been dipped in. I remember when the girls were younger, sitting down and having Oreos with them. And Paradise, for whatever reason, she cannot eat an Oreo unless she tears it apart. Not only that, that's even after she's dunked it in milk. I think she's in her early 20s now, and I think she still does it that way. And what it does is it gets milk all over your fingers. It makes a counter mess and the whole deal as well. And that's something I usually have to clean up.
I take the whole Oreo and I just eat it. And there's nothing more to it than that.
I like my Oreos with Dr. Pepper.
That's bizarre. I
will take an Oreo, I'll put it on my mouth, and then I will sip some Dr. Pepper and allow it to soak into the Oreo cookie
really
in
bad.
my mouth.
That sounds terrible.
It is an awesome feel.
Even if I liked Dr. Pepper, which I don't really, it's fine. It's whatever. That still doesn't sound appealing. Like even trying an Oreo with a soda that I do like sounds bad.
You've got 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper plus the Oreo cookie and its filling.
I feel like because the Oreo gets down to your stomach and then you immediately follow it up with a heavy fizzy carbonated drink.
Oh, that's why you do it all in your mouth. You put the cookie in your mouth, you sip some Dr. Pepper, allow it to absorb the Dr. Pepper. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's great.
I think I'd throw up.
You got to try it. And M&Ms were born around 1941, where British soldiers were seen eating a candy called Smarties. Now, we know Smarties is a different type of candy as well, which consisted of a peanut covered with a chocolate coating, all for National Junk Food
peanut
Day.
M&Ms are the original M&Ms then?
That would be probably the case, I would think.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you ever find out what Lamington Day was?
Yeah, it's an Australian cake made from squares of butter cake or sponge cake, coated in an outer layer of chocolate sauce and rolled in desiccated coconut. I think that looks really good.
It could only be better with Dr. Pepper.
That's just not true.
You don't know until you've tried it.
I feel like I'd have to lay down after I took a bite of that.
You don't want to.
I wouldn't be able to stand up and walk around. I feel
all the fizzing and everything going on in your belly. You won't want to lay down. No.
I won't want to stand up. That's for sure.
You want to lean up against a wall somewhere. In your case, you'll be run to the emergency room.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Earlier today, we had a special edition of Litter Media Live, which you can check out now on our YouTube channel. We visited with several kids from the Junior Fair Board, Ross County Fair.
What was that?
That was a notification of something happening, breaking news of some sort on the national level. So we're not going to go into it here. Yes. But you can check out that interview. We had Lydia Beery was here, Erica Beam, also Ronnie Lytle, and Garrett Wells.
Yeah.
They were all four.
You got all the names. Look at that.
Yeah. Garrett's grandfather was one of the featured programs when I came to Chillicothe back in 1994. Ray Wells was the Ag Extension agent here in Ross County, and he had a weekly program where he would come in and we'd sit down and talk agricultural news for about 5 to 10 minutes or so.
All right.
On the radio.
So
and then here comes little Garrett Wells coming through.
Taking you back to the old days.
You betcha. You betcha. Dan is the one in between the two. That's Daddy Dan.
Right.
So, all right. That's it for the program today. Thank you for joining us, and back at it again for you tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.